So we have fed the first bales of hay here for the season. They have been out on pasture. They're still out on pasture, but I've put some hay here for them so that they can get used to it, and also know that if there's too little food on the pasture, they come to me and not on the other side of the fence. And they have eaten a little bit. Now they're resting up there. This gives me the opportunity to take the four-wheeler and drive to the upper hayfield, close it off, take in the fence again, because it's eaten off there and they don't really have to go there anymore. And the battery went empty and it won't charge. It's been cloudy, we have such short days now that the solar panel doesn't really do the job anymore. So I'm gonna take in the fence now. So you guys can see how well this is grazed off. It is like a lawn, and you see all the cow pies here. In the spring, when the insects will go in these, I will let the chickens on here. They will scratch them out. And this hayfield now got its massage from the cows, from the hooves. And we'll get its share of manure then from the cows and the chickens. And it'll make a better hayfield next year. So regarding the grazing and that I'm starting to feed hay now, I could have been much more effective with this had I done mob grazing, but like I've explained in previous videos, now this time of year on the neighbors' fields I'm not able to do that with the infrastructure that we have. But I'm sure that I would have probably had stockpiled grass for another 2 weeks extra had I done the mob grazing. And you know, that would have made a difference. But for me, having such few cows right now, it's not like that is bad in that sense. So plan with the cows is that they will just go there on that field, use the neighbors' shelters right now, and you know, they still have a bunch of grass to chew on, but will slowly start to feed them more and more hay, and then they will eventually just be eating hay when they don't find any more feed. But I would love to have them go on a deep bedding again like I had last year. It really bumps me that I'm not going to be able to do that this year because of all the compost that I could have made. But the good thing is that they will walk freely on the field however they want to, is that their hoofs won't need trimming because they will walk on this frozen and hard ground. So that's really good. I wouldn't want to do it like I did last year where they only walk on the deep bedding, but I would want to have deep bedding, ideally a concrete foundation where they can walk on, where they can scrape off their hoofs naturally, and then a little paddock where they can just walk outside of the deep bedding. I will probably end up having them walk here This is where their shelter is, and then they would walk freely here on this field and enrich it for our future projects with this field, which we're not sure what we're gonna do here yet. I'm right now starting to look what trees we're gonna fell this year, what kind of work we're gonna do there. There's still a bunch of trees on the pastures, and on one hand it's pretty and they give shade, but on the other hand we have so many trees all around the pasture and they suck out so much moisture. They shade all around those trees. There's just moss growing, and in the spring it's the first grass that turns green because it's warmer under the trees and the trees start sucking the nutrients and all of that and get it going in the ground there. But soon as summer comes, it's just dormant there. So I'm really looking at that. Now if you look down the field here, you see there's some pine trees down there, you see some birch trees, and this is the kind of thing that I slowly want to reduce on the homestead. And ideally, looks wise, I want to replace things with edible landscaping, or if I want to have a natural border, I want to try plant bushes with berries or fruit trees or something like that. So those are just some thoughts that I'm having at the moment. But yeah, I hope you guys are gonna have a fun weekend. Some people have already received their butter knives that they won. Again, I made a video on Facebook where I said that I didn't announce the winners, but that I contacted them in person. So if you haven't been contacted, unfortunately you didn't win a butter knife. But hope you stay tuned. Maybe there'll be something like that going on again. So I hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for the support this week, and see you next weekend. Bye bye.